alright with me. DT's alright.
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
I'm Roy. I'm Coach Destroyer. This is Warnie.
Coach of the Warn Dogs.
This is Calvin.
Coach of the Carbonator.
And we actually have put together a massive episode today. We've got huge prizes going off.
We've got our
exact.
Archie competition going on through Meathead Shop.
Yep.
That's coming up. But even another bigger one that's going to run over these next few days.
Amazing.
Win yourself an iPod Nano. That's what you can get. You cool kids that have one of those will know how good they are.
Yeah,
It's
they are
the
good.
technology that you speak of.
Well, enter the comp, mate, and you could be the lucky winner.
Imagine if I was.
We could probably hook that up.
We could.
But we will not. So enter because you're a chance to win. Now, boys, around the grounds. Snoop, how'd you go?
The Warn Dogs. Well, the Warn Dogs actually top scored for the week, which is something a little bit different to normal.
It's actually
Cracked
first
over
time. Yeah.
the 2200, which was pretty big in this week.
That
And I
was.
think all of us actually were pretty good for a week that was pretty average for a lot. I moved up a couple thousand spots, which was pretty huge for me. Knocking on the door of Calvin. How'd you go, Calvin?
Haven't you got me yet?
Nearly.
You
I
still
got
haven't
by
got me.
7 points this week.
Oh my god.
work
My
miracles.
team's struggling that much and you still can't get me.
You got
should have had me
2200.
ages
Look
ago.
at it. Good number.
I got 2200. Even. 2200. 0.
Are you happy about that?
Did you?
Well, I had to take it. I was a little bit disappointed. Darley got the sub vest. God, do you ever have that stuff happen to you, dog? No. I get everything. Anyway, it's hanging in there. I'm still ranked about 3,000, 4,000 or something, but I'll be better this week. Troy.
I had an alright week considering how many of my starters that I had on the bench.
Just trying to read that.
I copped the...
What?
You score? Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Is that under 2200?
Yeah, and I went through a really
No, I know what you're... Stop! Hammer time. I know what you're getting at.
We have a freaking job to do. We come in here, we've all got our own little thing
Yeah.
to do.
No, I'm trying to talk about my team, and somehow with that score, despite what I went through, I went up a couple of spots. I'm about 260.
Why haven't you got it on?
Because I should be immune this week.
No.
No one that carries
No.
that many people on their bench.
Tell
I
the
should-
truth. You bought a new hoodie and you want to show it off.
Oh, there is that.
Like sponsoring or something.
They are actually.
Are they?
They got in contact with me and they said, "Don't worry about those other two knobs."
Don't worry about your green vest.
So
You're back.
yeah, I moved up in the rankings slightly, but it was a otherwise disappointing week. If I'm losing to these blokes,
Oh, and you ranked
Things aren't
pretty well
going.
for the week, weren't you?
yeah, it
would
must
have
have been
been.
all right. I won the Eliminator. That was the
Yeah, we're all still in
that
that,
was a
aren't we?
concern.
We are still in the Eliminator,
Yeah, we
thank God. I reckon these next couple of weeks we're going to see a lot of good coaches
Oh, we will.
get cane.
Hey.
Those buy rounds.
Bit of theory, I guess, to start
Oh,
with for
theory.
this week is
I'd
theory,
prefer
strategy, something, is maybe if we've got to rank really high this week, we've got to score big this week because we'll be coming up against, well, you want to be going up against a shit team.
The
next week.
Mongos.
The ones that have, thrown their team into disarray and probably got way too many round 11 buys.
That's why he's such a good coach. You hear what he wants to do this week? His strategy?
What?
He wants to score really well.
Oh,
That's
what a
groundbreaking.
genius.
That's groundbreaking.
Well done, dog.
Yeah, it's something I haven't been doing all year, so I might as well start it this week.
Mix it up. Why not?
Great concept.
Now, we've got another important award to give away. The Golden Stuff.
That's a song, isn't it?
Yeah, it was on The Price is Right when that little thing goes up.
Oh, have you watched it yet? The new
Yeah,
Price, right?
yeah.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's
They
good.
still do
Pretty
that
good.
on it.
Yeah, they do that one.
Good.
Yeah. 1 minute, he's talking along. Next minute, over. Price.
All right,
Answer,
go and
please.
study.
Golden Stubby, not Larry Hender's Price is Right. Oh, I know what we're talking about now. Just fuck up. Man, he has been on fire. 141, 160 in his last couple of games. Brett Delidio is an absolute jet. And last week, if you remember, I said, hey, want to go for a smoky as a captain? Then he's your boy.
Get him,
So
mate.
Brett Delidio, Golden Stubby this week.
Hasn't he been good?
He has been brilliant. I'll give you a tip. May come crashing back down
Yeah.
this week.
Now, one thing with him, there's always been hype since he entered the competition, and he's been you would say a roller coaster, but it's not really. He's been consistently nearly there. Consistently nearly there.
Yes, he has.
And he has stepped it right up.
But just for those considering making him captain, I know I'll put my hat on later, but a higher score of 103 in his career 11 games against the Saints. Clinton Jones has to tag him, surely.
Yeah.
There's a couple
Who
of
else is
others
he
putting
gonna
their
go
hands
to?
up, though, like Cochin and...
Yeah, you're right. But I reckon he's going to struggle this week. Hey, I've been wrong before, very rarely. But yeah, let's
well
focus on the
done.
positive. Brett, well done, bro. Go to
Brett.
Stubby.
Deledio. Roy,
Yeah, well, I was
Look at
hoping
competition.
to give away a bit of an iPod Nano.
we have an iPod Nano. I keep saying iPad. I'm sorry. These guys are giving away an iPad, though, if you are in our group, which is
They are.
huge.
That's why you're
We've got
saying it.
thousands of people in it. These guys are first 10. Thank you very much to these guys who are absolutely sensational. And we've got an iPod Nano to give away, or they do. What you need to do, here it comes. What do you deserve? A full-time job in AFL Dream Team. So as a Dream Team coach, what do you deserve that? You need to tweet that to @First 10 Group. So you got to send it to them. Okay, so that is First 10. They'll tell you all about it. Get on there. Basically, it's open now. Goes until, I think, Monday, the 4th, and at 6 p.m. that will close. So there's a little competition. You can win yourself an iPod Nano, something to do. I'm sure a lot of us will be able to do that, so you'll have to do that in the words. Now, this is thanks to First 10. Lost, confused, find the right career for you. There you go. That's how they roll. I reckon I could get a job in...
That's good. That sounded like, for the first time ever, we were a proper show.
Lost, confused... Are you Calvin? What? Anyway, thank you, First 10. So there's that comp. Get amongst it.
Well, that's amazing, and that's a pretty good prize to be giving away.
That is a good little prize. Fantastic.
Considering that's more than our yearly budget for the whole show.
Exactly. Thank you very much for giving us that. All right, here we go.
Okay, I'm kicking off proceedings with the teams, and I've got the Saints versus the Tigers first up, and in for the Saints is Nunes.
Who?
I don't know, and I'm going to
It's
pronounce that many names wrong tonight because I sketched them down and I can't read them.
Nunes.
Okay, Nunes. And Geary's out. For the Tigers, Bachelor's in, and Dia is out.
Dia?
He's German.
Right?
Dia.
So I said that all right, did I?
Yeah.
So completely irrelevant, really, to us. So don't worry too much about that. Geelong versus Giants. Now, Kelly is in. I believe last week we talked about him being out with a calf.
Yeah.
Predicting it would be every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
1
And
week.
he's back. So 1 week. Maybe Alan Christensen needs to
Yeah.
have a bit of a look
Can't
at
be the same
how
sort
we
of
come
calf
from a
injury as
calf.
bloody Christensen.
No. So, and also, here we go. Schroeder is in.
That
Austrian.
sounds good.
He's Austrian.
Is he?
He's Austrian.
Didn't he swim? Ali?
I thought he was on Star
Alex
Wars.
Schneider?
No.
Star Wars.
That's not.
Schroeder.
No, don't go there. He's actual Austrian heritage.
Oh, okay. And McCarthy's
That's
well
Australian.
out. Simpkin. Now, apparently I pronounced this completely wrong last week.
Or you said that he was coming back for his 50th
I
game
don't
or something,
know.
maybe?
Simpkin. If I've said that wrong again, I'm sorry.
Played one
I'm
game.
self-conscious
He's
about
out.
this. He's out,
I think
and he's back off the list
Yeah,
too.
so he's back on the rookie list.
Back on the rookie list.
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently,
That's
it looks like he'll probably be back on within a couple of weeks. So when you're allowed to upgrade someone,
Christensen might go on the long-term
He
injury list.
might as well.
Who knows?
and Stringer's out as well. In for the Giants, Haynes is in for his debut.
Yeah.
Greeny's back. Green Dog.
Yep.
Now, up until the last one where he got suspended,
Yep.
Greeny has been a scoring machine. So
Hasn't he?
I'd be pretty happy if I had him in my team to get him back.
For shiz.
Kennedy. What a
That
nightmare
shoulder.
he has been.
Yeah.
Remember
Well,
that first round? About
Yeah.
114, 116?
Yep.
And everyone said, okay, if you
Cooper.
don't have him, get him.
Yep.
Otherwise, just
At least he
milk
made
him.
some cash.
Well, he did,
Mm.
but he's been very disappointing. Hawthorn versus North. Nothing exciting from the Hawks.
Can I just say something that's really
Oh,
angered
yes,
me?
fair call, fair call.
Go. Towner? No?
Hawthorn
No.
vs Kangaroos, the Tassie Derby.
Oh, yeah.
We
The
don't-
Tassie Derby
We don't care.
I reckon
Yeah.
it should be called the Tassie Tussle.
should be called anything.
No, it shouldn't.
Oh, that
Yeah.
made
It
me
should
really
be called Hawthorn versus North.
If that.
Irrelevant game.
Pardon, right.
So Hill's in for the Hawks,
Yep.
and North have no change, which the biggest news out of that
Oh,
is Haymack.
Yeah.
That people were saying...
Oh, is he back?
No.
Oh.
People were saying that was a weak injury.
it was a weak injury, Roy, with
Yeah.
an A in the middle of it.
Yeah, exactly right. So he is not back. common sense, really. Goldie played really well last week. Now he gets the extra week.
Hindsight
With the
says we should have traded.
Well,
Yeah.
I think we would have if Stevenson hadn't been stepping in for us. So and he's been doing a damn good job. So
Yes.
I think we were right to hold. We couldn't just keep swapping rucks. So
I've traded for much less.
yeah, fair call. Yeah, fair call. But he's so he's out. He's not back in.
Sweet. I got the next game. Freo versus Adelaide. Crozier. Guess what country that comes from, dog?
Croatia.
Close.
Don't know.
Switzerland.
Switzerland.
Right.
Wow.
Croatia. So yeah, he's a
people
newly-
here could say.
now he was named last
He
week
was.
to play. He's that guy that we talked about last week that took that wicked mark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was named to play but didn't get a gig. But he's back this week. He will play this time.
Oh,
And the other guys for Adelaide. What are you saying?
it's written all over him.
The Switzerland boy.
Yep.
Is he
Oh,
going to
he's a
get
Switzerland sub?
Switzerland sub?
Yep, green vested the poor kid, but he'll be right.
Yeah, all right. Well, he'd be happy with the green vest.
Oh, he won't care.
Green vest at best.
Yeah, he'll be green vested.
Anyway, for Adelaide, Walker and Shaw are in. There's really no real insignificant things for them in that game in general, really. The other game I got here is Port versus Carlton. Rub your hands like that. You're not starting to fire. Guess what you're doing? You're getting ready to clap. Redden. Redden's back.
He has to stay for 2 weeks, though.
That is the
doesn't he?
thing.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
the
the
key.
thing.
But he played well enough at the start of the year
Yeah.
to warrant his selection, okay? So I reckon he will play. I reckon he'll be very good and that he'll be indisposable.
Carlton going in with 3 rucks, and that's why
This
he's
is
playing.
this is my slight concern that
Yeah.
it could be a 1 week wonder thing.
Yeah.
But he has got every chance to dominate this game.
Especially when Renouf gets injured this week.
Oh,
I've got a feeling. I don't know if I've got a hat for it. Call me
We don't.
Dr. Cow. Anyway, and for Carlton, good news for Bryce Gibbs fan, dog, you're one.
Yeah. I'm not a fan, but I'm
Named
on
on the bench.
you used to be.
He's named on the bench.
Is he?
No, he's named in the guts, dog.
No.
He's right in the
Probably
guts.
won't play there. Giving up on him.
Yeah,
He's going to be my 7th midfielder, I reckon, at the end of the year.
No,
You keeping him? You idiot!
keep that positive attitude going, mate. Great.
He'll be right out 100 this
Oh
week.
my god!
It's good.
Oh, here he goes.
So he trades out.
It's like this
Ablett,
over there.
He trades out Ablett, trades out Swan, keeps Gibbs.
Got to keep your premiums.
Right, and the last game I got here is Essendon versus Melbourne.
That's that one.
The big news for Essendon, Roy, and I was angry for about 17
Just
days.
keep letting me ride the Redden happiness.
Okay,
Thank you.
Heppel's still not there. But for Melbourne, Magna's been named in the guts and Sylvia is back in. But let's go back to Heppel, Roy.
What an earth!
Oh my God. Okay, I'll stop hammer timing again if I need to. A couple of weeks ago, you and I sat at the table outside and
We
I
did.
said, Roy, I want to get Heppel in. He goes, great time to get him, Calvin. He plays GWS.
Yeah,
He plays Melbourne, and then I think it's Richmond.
yeah.
Great run over the next few weeks.
Not
I
really.
go, so what, Roy? He goes, oh, he's averaging 90. Great pickup. Cool.
I know.
Got him in. He got 63 or 60 something against.
So that was disappointing, but then I said, look at his couple of previous weeks, mate. He'll be back, so don't stress.
Well, you were wrong.
I was
He
very
didn't
wrong.
come back at all.
No, he didn't.
Ever.
And he only got that bad score because he had a bloody knee reconstruction.
So, so Heppel is out for those people still holding him. And the question begs
it
now,
hurts.
will he be back by the bye? Yes.
It
he's
needs
got
to be
be.
next week, yeah.
Yeah, we really need it to be next
To
week.
And he
play
needs
in
it
Sydney,
too.
yes. Yeah.
And he
Sydney.
needs it too.
Nah, it's in Melbourne.
Oh, it's in Melbourne.
So he needs it
Yeah.
too. For his own development throughout the season, he can't sit for
No.
4
No.
weeks without a game. So,
I've got a good feeling.
Yeah.
I'm banking on 3 players to come back in to save my ass from mega zeros next week, and he is one of them.
H-Mac, Heppel, Christensen.
Well, H-Mac doesn't
Oh, he
matter,
doesn't know. He's
but
got the boss.
Swanee,
Swan.
Swanee,
Yeah.
Christensen,
Wow.
and Heppel. Otherwise, I'm just gone. It's a write-off season.
anyway. Dog, what do you got for us?
All right, let's hit into the Sunday
Big
games.
time.
Let's start off
Big
here
time DT.
with Brisbane and West Coast. Brisbane, Black's out with a knee. Didn't he do that playing with his kid or something?
Blackout.
Long
It's like the lights out.
blackout on the street.
Yeah. Isn't it?
I won't say that joke. And big Billy Longer, he's out with a back injury. Rocky plays his 50th game, ladies
Rocky,
and gentlemen.
Another
62
person I
times.
was really worried about
Yeah,
too.
knee.
The
Was the worry
Rockies.
there.
I'm
And
still not getting over your blackout, Jack.
What? I was like, the power's
I
out.
like it.
Yeah,
that's
thanks.
good. Yo!
Yo!
Stays on the extended bench. He's still there, Destroy.
He was pretty good too. Yo! He had about 15
He's
touches.
got a cousin.
Ming.
He's
All
Chinese.
right. West Coast, they've got Butler's out with a hamstring and Shuey suspended. Kobe Stevens on the extended bench. Could he get his third game this week?
Oh, you don't go there anyway.
You
do
don't know.
How right were we on him? How
Yeah.
much did we cop people going, oh, no, you guys were... Anyway, you know
Yeah,
what they
yeah.
say.
No,
Yeah.
he's
All
been bad.
Disappointing. Terrible.
Disappointing.
Sydney. Mumford is in. So
Oh,
he's back.
Mumford.
Still on the extended bench, but he's
Big
back, so
man.
his back must be
How many
All
weeks
good.
ago did we have him sitting on
Oh.
our bloody
Bench.
on our bench?
shit. I've kept the wrong bloody things up. Sorry, there's Brisbane West Coast.
It's a bit hard to do 10
There's
jobs
Sydney
at once.
and
mate.
Bulldogs.
Yeah, right, dog.
All right, Sydney Bulldogs. Yeah, so Mumford, and then for the Bulldogs, Clay Smith's back in extended bench, and the Shermanator's been dropped. So not real
Ouch.
DT relevance there, but Shermo dropped is
Yeah.
good.
He used to be DT relevant
He
back
used
in
to
the
be.
day.
Yeah.
And the final game is Collingwood and Gold Coast. Here's the bloody one. He's
Oh,
short.
Jesus.
Calf.
Dude,
He
Oh,
sizzling fajita. Where was that news during the week? At
it's,
least I could have been prepared for it.
it's called the Heathshaw headache. You never know what he's going to give you on a Thursday night.
you don't.
You
do
don't.
that. It
And
could be anything.
He will bring you a headache without you even thinking about it. Like, just boom, I've got a headache.
Disappointing. And Keefe, Roy, one of your
Oh, no.
ex-boys.
Oh.
He's done his
I was
knee for the
disappointed.
season. That's
Yeah.
unlucky.
It was.
Gold Coast have dropped Zach Smith.
Hasn't been performing, dog.
He has been bad. Remember I talked about keep your eye on him at
Yeah,
the start of
I
the
know.
year? Don't.
Thank
Take
you.
your eyes
Thank
off him.
you. Yeah.
Some news that, well, one probably won't, what people won't like is Horsley's on the extended bench, but I think we've seen that a few times. But Aaron Hall,
He's
back
coming
in.
off a stinker.
Aaron Hall is in, but extended bench for him too.
Right,
So
okay.
there's something to keep an eye on for our Friday afternoon teams. That is all we have got there. Destroy. What's
All right.
next, mate?
It is time for Calvin's Captains.
And Adam wasn't ready for this.
Alrighty. I'm nervous.
Well, you should be.
I'm really nervous.
Have a
Get me a
flick
bottle
through your
of
notes. I'll flick through your notes.
Shit.
Wow. Wow.
I know, and I'm sticking with it. Right.
You are.
Steel side bottom is my number one this week.
Oh, me, oh, my.
Oh my! I'll tell you why.
Steely Dan.
Let's go through a couple
This
of
is
things.
unbelievable.
One
He's
thing-
never even featured in your top
Yeah.
five.
You've never even researched him.
He's a
You didn't even know his name until the start of the week.
right. He's in.
Okay.
Right. Let me tell you a couple of reasons why. His last 2 weeks, 135, 139. So I don't like jumping on guys who have been having big numbers, like Delivio. Oh, Calvin, you better get on Delivio this week. He's had big numbers. No. The reason I want him is this. He's going for his 8th straight 100-plus score.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
But
amazing.
a lowest score of 109 in his last 7.
Amazing.
So 109 from your captain, you'd go, it's not great, but I'll take it.
You
I'll
take
take it on a bad week.
Yeah.
He could have been your captain in the last 7 rounds, and you would have been quite happy with
Yeah.
it. So for that reason, plus the fact that he plays the Gold Coast, plus the fact that he plays at the MCG, where he had 139 in his last game, he has to be it. He has to be an number one pick. I'm just nervous because I don't usually pick guys like that.
No, and it would be very uncomfortable putting him on there, wouldn't it?
I call it refreshing.
Refreshing.
I'm refreshed. Another guy,
I've got
obviously.
something to say about Steele.
What? Oh, Sheeran, dog.
What?
You are a full
No.
blown.
I was just going to say I reckon he'll go really well. My head was cold. That's why I put that on.
You get me a beer.
Oh, look. Other guy, if you don't want to go steal, you don't have the guts to do it. Oh, we will wipe your ass at the same time, please. Pendles. Pendles had 124 on the Suns last year. He came off 88 last week, but he should be good.
He'll
he
be massive.
loves the MCG. Lowest of 113 in his last 4 there. So, MCG specialist against a team that he's going to flog. Another guy I really want you to keep your eye on, though, Selwood against the Giants.
Jolly.
Now, he will cop a Scully or a McDonald tag. That's a sure thing to
Yeah.
happen. But he should slaughter them to bits. And you know what? People haven't been talking about him much, but he's actually had 7 100+ games out of his 8 this
Yeah.
year.
He's been very solid.
Solid as a
Solid,
rock, yeah. Without smacking out a big one. So he's been pretty good. But
He's
keep in
just about
mind,
due for his 170.
yeah, keep in mind though, he's at Skilled where he averages 131 in his last 3 and had 144 this year when he was there.
Right.
Thing though that worries me about that much,
Yeah.
last week Essendon, Job and Stanton could not get 100 on him.
No.
And they were tagged out of it. They were beaten comprehensively. So
There's some sort of magic down at Skilled Stadium.
there is, Roy.
Where if you're a bad team, you're 10 times worse than
You
normal.
are, they're going to get done by 100. But therefore,
What
you
would
need
the
to
line bet of that be?
I don't know. But what Geelong will turn up? The Geelong that really needs to, get their season back on track? Or the Geelong that, oh God, this is just...
Well, what about a
waste
Stevie
of
J?
week.
Stevie J on the Suns last year. I know the Suns and Giants are a fair bit apart, but the Suns last year had 171, 146 on them. So these
Why
teams...
isn't he in your top 5?
Oh, because I'll tell you what, I don't like his inconsistency, dog. I don't like his inconsistency. And a lot of people go, oh, go him. Great, you might walk away with 170, but you also might walk away with 70. I don't like guys that have such a range on them.
Yeah.
So, but he's played at Skill Stadium once this year, and he had 163.
Yeah.
He should be good.
He's
Yeah.
going to be
Yeah,
brilliant.
he's
So,
just not top 5.
so my number 1 and 2 picks, you've got to go with someone from Collingwood against the Suns at the MCG.
Yep.
Dane Beam scraped in number 4.
Yes!
Debuting old Calvin Hayden's top 5.
Wow, beanbox.
So he had
I'm a massive
132 last
Beanbox
week.
fan.
Yep, 132 last week.
Showed him.
There you have it.
No.
You
Okay,
need to
cool,
work on
Garrett.
that.
God,
Yeah.
Get him in there, mate.
way to wreck it.
But I've got cool blokes like Porps in there and stuff.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
you know he's in doubt every week to play?
Don't
There's a
they-
tweet every week from Adelaide
It's
Football
like-
Club.
Oh, he's not in the captains. Stay on toast.
He's everyone's whipping boy bar the actual coaching staff at Adelaide.
Don't listen to those guys. Couple last things. People say, Cal, what about Stanton against Melbourne?
Oh, Stanton.
Oh, yeah.
Senior 5?
No, he's not.
But
I'll tell you
now,
what.
man, he nearly had 200 this year.
Did you know,
He's not in your 5, look.
in his last 5 games against Melbourne, his highest score is 94.
Wow.
In his career against them, for 10 games, his highest score is only 100. Right?
Really?
I'm not joking. I don't make these up, Tom. No, you
Sometimes
don't.
I think you do.
He will get tagged. He is guaranteed to get tagged. Melbourne are a heavy tagging team. They'll either hit
It's
him with a
working for
magnet.
him, too.
Yeah, it's working fantastically. Mackenzie or Magna will go to him for sure, and the other one will go to Watson. So, big tough day out for him. And as I said earlier, Delidio only just missed out. But I'll tell you what, you're a safe thing this week. Anyone from Collingwood against the Suns at the MCG, the Suns suck. They bleed points, and Collingwood will cash in big time. And plenty of goals. Pendles will probably walk away with 3. Steele may walk around with bloody 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, that'll be me done, I reckon. 'Cause
Yep.
I have...
Sounds good, my man. You've,
I'll be
Yeah, what were you?
nailed it.
Can I just say one thing? Because I'll get this one a lot. What about Robbo? Robbo this week as a roughie.
Surely he's like Stephen.
Yeah, he's the same.
No, he's not. He is nothing like Stephen.
What do you mean?
He is way more consistent than that.
Well, I'll give you a couple. Well, he had 146 last week. The weeks before that, 87.54.
Yeah, but
Okay.
what about the next 5 weeks before that?
Calvin
Do you know
doesn't
what they
go.
all?
Calvin
Do
doesn't
you know what
go.
they are? All hundreds.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, that 54
It was an
is
injury.
completely excusable. No, it wasn't an injury. It was
Okay.
Brett Ratton's fault.
Oh.
It was when he played him as a defensive forward, tagging a bloody back pocket. It
Ridiculous.
was ridiculous. A stupid role. He has since been freed up. Mark Murphy's there, gone. They said,
Don't you get me
basically, Robbo, we need you to get the ball and get it forward. And that was the result. He should have
Okay.
been playing that role all year.
I'll tell you 2 reasons why I like him as a roughie. Last week, he had his best Dream Team score ever, a PB.
Yep.
He beat the PB that he previously had, which was a 141 at Amy against Port.
Oh, there you go.
Who's he play this week?
He will have,
At Amy,
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
against
mate.
Port.
he'll have 130, great roughie.
He's a
I
roughie.
wouldn't do it, but
He's a
he'll have
roughie.
130.
Now, apologies here. I was just trying to look for this guy and I've forgotten his name. I'm sorry. But these boys here, they are over in bloody...
This is legendary.
This is legendary. They're over in London, and they've sent in their captains from last week
Yeah.
who they've got there. There's some rippers.
Yeah.
You can see them all there. So good on you, boys. Sorry for forgetting your names. That's a bad thing. But Calvin, there's been the challenge or the question set out. You've got a new number one. He's
Yeah.
never been in there before. You don't have a symbol for him. Surely Steel Sidebottom is just with a hair on.
No, if you're a number one in Calvin's top 5, you deserve more respect than a player with hair.
Right.
This is what he is. Everyone, get out your cameras and get ready for this.
Everyone practice it. Do it with him.
It goes like this. Player
Yep.
with hair,
Blue Steel.
blue steel.
I like it.
So, player, hair,
And you got to pull them.
and I want to look away back. Just one more time.
What about Beamsy?
Yeah,
Something like that.
maybe, if he ever gets number one, he gets a single.
We'll
He
work on
needs,
that.
what if he's my vice captain at the moment? I need something.
You
What if
do.
I go to the G?
Show me what you got for the
I was
bonus.
like
Show me.
that, X-Man. He
Yeah.
beams with his
You
eyes.
still need player with
Very
hair.
like that.
You still need player with hair, followed by
How are you going to do that?
maybe you need a friend.
We'll
We'll work it out.
This segment is fantastic.
So let's just go through it. Who's your captain this week, Dom? Right now.
I don't know. It's going to have to be Steel.
Don't you read
Because
Calvin's
I follow
Don't you read
Calvin's
it?
captains all the
Do you
time.
read it?
Well,
I do.
That's why-
I looked at the pretty picture and saw that Steel was at number one. I thought, you crazy captain.
Man of Steel. See that?
I've got a bone of contention.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Swanee's got hair, and he only gets a swan.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to say Steel has hair. You just got a Blue Steel, same with Beamer.
No.
You look a bit silly in the crowd, though.
I'm sorry.
If you're just going walking around, someone looks at you and just go,
I
I
think
reckon-
it look cool.
no. But
Whose segment?
you're not going to look
Is
silly
this-
if you're doing that.
No. Steals is that. And if anyone tries to change it, or
What if he shaves his hair? Fair enough.
thank you.
Oh, you blokes are a disgrace. What comes next, Roy?
Moving on.
We've got some issues that I want to ask you blokes about.
What sort?
Okay,
What sort of issues?
nothing
Cal?
to do with Calvin's mental issues. They are issues. And the first one that I've been copying a few tweets about, injuries, boys. Now, with Swan, Haymack, Hep, Bundy, Shaw, they're all out. We need them for the bye. Oh, especially that first one, apart from Haymack.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you, I'll go individually through these guys. How long are they going to be out for? Calvin, Swanee,
He'll be back next week.
Warren.
Round 13.
You
Right.
dickhead.
Because I traded him. No. Oh,
Be honest.
apparently he's having a rest this week, I've been told.
Oh, yes, I have heard that. Do you know
No,
what?
he's
Just answer the question,
Awesome.
dog.
round 13.
Okay. I'll just give my little thing on that. Apparently, he was running really hard at training today. So,
Hear that?
like, really hard. So,
Yeah, that right?
he should be back next week. We don't care about Haymack anymore. He's gone for a
Goodness.
fortnight. Hep, how long?
Next week.
Warren?
Yeah, next week.
He has to be, doesn't he? Christensen?
Who gives a shit? Trade him.
Round 22. No, he'll be back next week.
They've got the middle bye, don't they?
Needs to play.
Not coming back until after it.
Needs to play.
Probably. If he does,
If you are any
He's
sort of an
He's been
athlete,
tweeting you.
if you're any sort of an athlete and you've
he's a
missed
good kid.
3 weeks,
Yeah.
you need to play that game before your bye.
You do.
You can't
It's a
sit
match
5
fitness.
weeks.
No, it's a long time.
It's a long time. You need to play. So they'll all be back.
Heath Shaw.
Ooh, calf. Jeez. When's their bye? 12.
Yeah.
He's
They're all
not back.
next week.
He's not back.
He's
He'll be back 13.
Yeah, that's what I reckon.
Where did that come from, though?
I don't know.
His calf.
It's the lower leg.
Thanks. Gastrocnemius.
It is. Well done.
I saw you with a calf once. Did.
See, we were the full-blown cow. But it was a bull.
All right.
Sorry, Mrs. Child.
All right. Here's another one. People have been saying, right, there was a bit of a dilemma last week with people getting their bench wrong and who they are filling
Oh.
these annoying donuts. I know I had Treloar on my bench in the midfield and played Magna. It was disgraceful. So people are saying Magna, Horsley, Treloar, Zorko. Can you rank them for me, please? Who do you put on the ground there? Rank them 1 to 4.
Horsley.
Yeah.
I think you've got to go with a guy who's got numbers on the board.
Yeah.
I don't like Treloar at Skilled Stadium, so
That
I'm
just
going
sucks
Zorko
points out,
number 2 And once again, I will go Magna
Against West-
Place.
They're all playing tough teams.
They are.
I'll
That's
go.
an issue.
I'll go Treloar. I'll have Magna at the end.
Yeah.
Dog.
Oh.
Can I just tell you now? Go
Oh,
to our
it's your
website.
show, mate. Yeah, go.
At 7 p.m. tonight, half an hour or so ago, dude posted about this stuff.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah,
But what did
he's got a formula.
Oh, this is what I've
And-
needed.
He's got a formula, and it said that it's gone pretty well for him. Now,
Well,
you
I'll
might as well
take
have
that.
someone else to blame.
I
That's
will
how
take
I
that.
feel about
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh,
like this.
don't worry about that.
So go into
I am
this. Now,
everybody's person.
the
to blame.
bench theory, we're not going to go through it in detail, but basically, he's got some criteria. He's going to go,
What
their
a
season
legend.
average,
Yeah.
he puts points on them. You choose two players. Who are you going against? Put points on them. Season average, 3-game average,
Yes, I like.
ladder position of the opposition.
Like.
Okay.
That has
The highest round, they get a point for it. Their lowest round, the other person gets a point.
Yeah.
And then you add up the points and see who goes. So, for example,
like
this
this.
week, Horsley versus Old Mac.
Yeah.
Horsley gets 3 points, Old Mac gets 2. You put Horsley on over Old Mac.
Yeah, well done.
Calvin, you don't like it.
I just think
I bloody love this.
I-
I need something because
No,
it's every little thing I
no,
do
it's a
is
chook
wrong.
you need someone else to blame.
would
That's what
help.
you're looking
That
for.
would help.
You and I are in
The
a.
amount of stress it puts on myself. I've taken years.
Last
off my
week,
life.
Ryan and I were in a message. Treloar's Orco. Treloar's
Oh,
Orco,
weren't we?
Chat. And I said, just let me know what you're going to do, Roy. He goes, I've gone Orco. And I've gone, I'm going Treloar. So I thought at least one of us was going to get it right.
Here you go.
That one was fine.
Someone in the chat just told us
That
what to
one-
do.
Oh.
Just pick the best player every week.
Oh, okay, I'll do that.
Well done.
Well,
Bloody hell.
Sorry.
That's up with your theory,
Oh my
Warnie.
god, I won't have to annoy you with those messages
No.
anymore.
Listen to what. That's up with your idea
Oh,
of
it is.
scoring the most points for this week.
Well, that's what I'm going
If
to
you
try.
two, if your powers combine,
Oh my God, you're going to be like
you
Voltron.
could share a car.
Wow.
Look at you. So what theories
What?
have you been going with?
Just to be, thereabouts.
I try to pick the mediocre player.
Why not? Okay, my last one. Best downgrade of the week. I just threw a couple in off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Old dog.
Darley, Sexton. I was also thinking Walsh is on the bubble.
He is.
Will he hit his break even?
Does he actually lose the bubble because he...
I don't know. You don't deserve a bubble for that.
For those guys who don't
does that
know,
mean that he didn't play last week?
Tommy Walsh scored -3 last week in his second game. He had a good game before
He was
that.
awesome for 85.
Yeah, and then he rocked up with a -3. This week he plays his third. So, but I reckon someone like a Darley.
He's still got a break even that's in the negatives.
Yeah,
so
but you couldn't do it after a -3.
no, but he's not going to be on your ground, is he?
You might as well give yourself an uppercut.
Depends if you're going for a unique team.
Uniquely as shit. Darley, I reckon's your best bet there. He's
He's been named on the ground.
been named on the ground. He was a solid in his first week. Last week he still got 40 in a quarter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bloody awesome for a vest guy. So as a guy, I had him on my ground. I was like, oh God, he's got the vest. And I started walking to the shed. And the boys go, Calvin, stop.
He's
Oh,
on.
hang on, you said stop. You said keep going. He's back on Calvin. He got on the last quarter. He knocked up 42, so I'll take that. So.
Yeah, and do you know what? Darley's a Tassie boy and does love his DP. And I wrote to him and said, mate, thanks for putting in that last quarter. You saved, a bit of respect for my team because I put him on the ground.
Yep.
You know what he said? Yeah, racked up a bit late there, mate. Yeah,
He knows it.
He's in our DC Talk All-Stars
He
League.
is.
Right.
Yeah.
Struggling a bit, though.
Doesn't
Wow.
matter. Personally, he won't be struggling when
He'll get himself
when he gets
in.
4 quarters and just short of 200 this week.
That's what we want.
Darley,
Sensational.
he's your best downgrade. That's Sexton.
We
Named
get a
on a wing.
lot of questions about
Named
sex.
on a wing.
Dual position. I like him.
Yeah.
I like him.
Why?
Because he's
I just
part
think
of a
he's-
submarine.
I just think he's all right.
He was vest affected last week, wasn't he? For like a 20.
No,
The
first
first one
week.
he was.
Oh,
last
what did
week
he have
he
last
had about 60. That's off the top of my head. About 60. I think he might have even snuck
This
a goal.
goes back into my theory of reliable rookies. Is he a reliable rookie? And when I say reliable rookie, I'm talking Treloar, Zorko quality.
No, he's not as
No.
good as that.
Yeah.
He's not a reliable rookie. And I don't like guys like because you're going to have headaches all year. Is he in? Is he out? Is he in? So for me, I'm saying no, unless you really, really need either a mid or a forward to drop down to.
Okay, fair
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, call Caro.
Just before the next big issue of the week is people have been asking about this picture here. One of my boys, one of my kids at school,
This is awesome.
he's a champion. He loves DT talk, and he thought, "Look, Mr. Warn Dog, I'm going to get you something. I'm going to make you something." I said, "What? Oh, what? No, it'll be a secret. It'll be a surprise." So, lucky Warn Dog came to his desk today, wrapped up in pink wrapping paper, just quietly. I thought, hang on, is this for someone else? So I thought, yeah, bugger it. I'll open it anyway.
Did it have your name on it?
No, had nothing on it. It was just sitting there. I thought, is this like for someone?
This is
No,
wicked.
I
Yeah, keep going.
Wrapped up, and I'm going, it's a frame? What's in it?
A picture.
And it was a picture. Look at this. So the beast has put this together. Built a picture of the boys there, Calvin, Destroy, and the Warn Dog. It's bloody sensational. So that is a one of a kind. He even signed it. The Beast. That's what we call him because
That's wicked.
this is a funny story. He had 38 Dream Team points in the first 5 minutes of our first game of footy for the year.
Yeah.
In the thirds,
Yeah.
the thirds footy team
Yeah.
didn't touch the ball again.
Great start, though.
No,
Really
great start.
At least
Just effective.
he got the flame.
Well, people would have thought he got subbed out. Nah, just
That's all right.
Yeah.
What we're talking
Good on you,
about
Pete.
Good on
people
you,
at
Pete.
school. I've got Lockie still sitting about 10th
Yeah.
or 11th.
still top.
And his team is well structured.
Yep.
It's a really good team.
What is amazing about that though, they've got that schools competition
Yeah,
and that Tomosaurus
Big Tom. Yeah.
from Devonport, he's bloody beaten him. So this kid's in the top 10 and he can't even be the best kid in Tassie.
No, these Tassie
It's
boys.
We breed him.
They know their shit, don't
I
they?
tell you what, cheat sheet purchase too by the boys.
Yep, love it.
That's legit. These guys, does it annoy me? Slightly. But we put together this amazing cheat sheet and people buy it. That was great. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks for that. But then, Calvin bought the cheat sheet, sitting 20th overall. And I'm like, oh, are you? Really? Thanks.
So you
I must have
used
just
it
not
better than
looked
us.
at.
Yeah.
That's
Why
They
didn't we
said,
do it?
oh, right, I
That's
bought
what
it.
they're doing.
These guys are pathetic. I won't do that.
Yeah.
So well done. Good tactic. All right, Warnie, we have got a huge launch.
Massive launch.
It is.
And some people might already know about this because it's up on the top of the website now. You might see it there. We have
What?
the official,
What?
the first ever
What?
DT Talk iPhone app.
What?
This is real. Our mate there who makes Footy Star, the AFL Footy Star app, so you can search for that and go and grab that. That'd be great to support him because for building this for us. He came to us. He said, "You'll like this." Sent me an email. Attached this thing.
Well, he was
Bloody
wrong
Build an app.
because we love it.
Hey!
So we've got a little bit of an app here. You can get a bit of a fixture with the odds on there, which is quite handy to go through, and it's always good for planning. to go
Do
through.
they get Calvin's captains?
You can click on the news thing,
Really?
and then you
that's
get all of the news. You click on, where are we? Calvin's captains, and you get it nice and easy to look at, which is good iPhone format. You get your little
And you
picture
get the
there.
pictures!
Yeah, you get the pictures.
So my
Fantastic.
work on the Paint Shop Pro won't go to
So
waste.
nice little
No, it won't.
format. Click on the videos. You'll get our videos that we upload. So it's fantastic. This one will be up a little bit later tonight, so that'll be there. And then finally, the Twitter one. And this is what a lot of my friends are going to like.
Right.
That's because they don't
Friends.
use Twitter.
Friends.
They don't use Twitter. No, I'm just making it up.
Oh.
I'm just imagining that people might like the Twitter one. Why might they like that? Because they don't use Twitter. They don't have that. So you can go on here, you can click on the Twitter, see what we're saying,
Oh, really?
which is very important over the weekend
That's an awesome one.
because we'll put out the subs there. On
I
that.
tune into what
We-
you guys talk about at the end of the week, not when Roy's talking about The Voice.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You'll get some off-topic tweets from
Okay,
Destroy.
Oh,
But yeah, all good little things there. Very handy. So thanks heaps there, Rojo, for building that for
good
us.
on you,
And
Roger.
make it- Go and get it. So get amongst it.
got a
Search
bloody app.
DT Talk in the App Store or click
Yeah,
on the link
it's
at
wicked.
the top of the banner on the website, and you'll be able to see the little iPad,
Is this
iPhone.
the
bloody
same
thing.
guy who created Angry Birds?
He did. And you've got a suggestion for version 2.0.
Oh,
of
yeah.
that.
I'd like to see an app, a game within our app of like a pirate ship,
Yep.
right? And you launch like little pirate skulls or stuff off like a little slingshot
Yeah.
and shoot it at things and break it.
Like bad captain's heads.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
just a concept I came up with. I'm going to call it Angry Captains.
Yeah, I like it. Well
Wow.
done.
Might catch
I
on.
just need to.
And people will love to play that. when someone's gone shit.
I need to.
If my head's there, you shoot at me.
I need to apologise in advance to all Warnie's friends that don't have Twitter.
Oh, here we go.
I've been doing a few NBA OTTs,
Have you?
a heap of them.
Heap of them. Why not? I've unfollowed you.
Well, yeah, no, NBA finals are on. I quite enjoy them.
Now, I've got a feeling we've got a new competition. Well, same competition. Prize giveaway.
Oh,
We've got another prize.
yeah, I
Yeah.
love this.
Hit him with it,
Jeez,
dog.
this is like bloody Oprah.
Hit him.
Oprah this week.
You're like Santa Claus that is shaved.
Here we go. There it is. Win a $60 voucher from Archie. We are used to this now because it happens every week. It's a great competition.
It is.
$60 to get yourself an Archie t-shirt.
Hey.
There's been some good specials going on Meathead. Make sure you follow them
Yeah.
on Twitter. And
Buy one
Archie,
get one free the other day.
Yeah.
Archie t-shirt.
get them on Facebook. That's another really important place to look at them because we all see that. But for this competition, which we all should be doing anyway, follow at Archie Clothing, at Meathead_shop. Set up your little Twitter. Get ready to answer this question.
You've got to
which
send it
people
to
are.
us, DT Talk, don't
We've
forget.
got to send it to at DT Talk,
We're
at-
judges.
Meathead_shop, and at Archie Clothing. And I'm just loading up the Twitter, so I've got it there so I can bloody check it
Get a winner.
and see who our chicken dinner is and what we need to do. All right, here's a question. I was thinking of this today. We got a fantastic article sent in earlier this week about
Wasn't that fantastic? I found it a bit
depressing.
depressing.
The team that you could have
Was
picked
a
at the
bit.
start of the year that
Yeah,
you
it
could
was,
not,
mate.
you didn't have to use a trade for, and it would have had you 600 points ahead of the leader at the moment.
With all your trades left.
With all your
All your
trades,
trades.
All the salt in the world.
Isn't it? Like, it's just...
it's devastating.
Anyway.
All right, so that's that competition. The question that's going to go from it is as simple as this: who were the four rucks? Names. Get those in there. So at DT Talk, at
Hey,
Archie,
listen. You can
at
hear them typing.
Meathead.
Is last
Get them
name
in
enough?
there. And last name will be enough as
Whoa.
long as we know who they are.
Listen.
That could save you some time.
Clickety
We
clacker.
haven't
Clickety clacker.
got anyone.
clickety-clacker.
Then we have our first one. Congratulations to Ned Connolly.
How the hell
And
quick
he's
did he
done that
type that?
nice and quickly. He's got everyone in
No.
there. That is fantastic.
He
Good
must
stuff.
have guessed that would be the question.
He must have.
That is just so.
I got a question. How did he write their names? Like, properly?
Their
Yeah.
full last name.
Yep, that's fine.
Well done, bro. You should be in like some sort of fast typing comp.
That was amazing. Well
Yeah.
done for that. And yeah, well, it's a good prize. And what about that team though? So many names in there that I was thinking, oh, I've got him and him.
Yeah,
Why?
It's my
Why?
team so shit.
It's just
exactly.
uncanny. It was
So
amazing.
the four answers there, dog, were who, mate?
So we've got Marek, Giles, Stevenson, and Redden.
So Marek was the one that got away.
The big Ivan.
Well,
He's the pick of the year.
Yes, definitely.
I think he's officially the pick of the
How
year.
I'll
many
tell you
people would have got him?
You would have been frustrated early that he wasn't getting 100 though.
Yeah.
There would be a few people
That
that
traded him.
potentially traded him out.
Ouch.
Yeah, I know.
And you know, I actually got some tweets during the week. Calvin, should I make him captain?
Really?
My first thought was, how come you have him? Well done.
Yeah.
Secondly, no. No, you don't make him
He
He's
captain.
was-
averaging 118 or something.
Yeah, he
Like,
does,
works.
but could you really
No, he
do it?
couldn't. And he was under 300,000 at the start of the year. It is such a
Annoying.
good pick for anyone that picked him up from the start. Now, I thought we'd just answer a few tweets.
Twitter tweeters.
So, time to do a little Twitter. Where is that button? Alrighty, let's get into some of our Twitter questions. Going to quickly get in here. Matt Jackson, he wants to know,
Sorry, Matt Jackson.
am I stupid to get Michael Johnson in this week as a premium? Spur and Smets out will kill me in the buys. Well, Michael Johnson, he's been an interesting one for people.
Yeah.
They want to get, some people want to get him out, some people are wanting to get him in.
Mm.
Yes, I'm going to call it stupid.
Yeah,
Are
I
there
don't
better
get
options?
it. Don't get it.
He's not, I don't think he'd be happy with it because you're going to have some lows.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Right,
This
you got
one's more of a statement, but Tom Haylock is backing up what I was saying earlier. Dane Swan was running really hard at training today, according to Fox Sports News.
They wouldn't know.
They would know, and that confirms that he is back next week. Thanks, Tom.
Luke Harback is tuning in for his first live episode of DT
Hello,
Talk
looky.
Live. Right, let's keep
I got one here. Ed, Calvin, are you actually making Sidebottom your captain? Seriously, if you're going to talk the talk, you better walk the walk.
Whoa!
That's big words, Ed. Jesus, mate. He's my number one.
Of course he's making him captain.
If I do change late, I will tweet it out. I do
Oh,
have,
Yeah.
no,
I'm
well,
with you now, Ed.
no, I do have the right to do that if, like, for example, Swanee's a late inclusion or something crazy
Yeah.
happens. At this stage, still Sidebottom, who has lowest score of 109 in his last 7, will be my captain against the Suns at the MCG. It all adds up,
It does.
right?
I'm either him or Beanbox.
No, you're still.
Okay, I'm still sorry, Cal.
Do what you're told.
Right.
So, yeah, Ed, I'm doing it. Jesus.
This one here from Jim Bob Holder.
Oh, Bob.
He writes our good trade, bad trade
Yeah,
article.
it's good.
He wants
too.
to know how many trades that we're actually going to be using during the buy rounds. What do you reckon about that?
As many as I possibly can.
Well, we get 3 a week.
I think the
if
question
you,
is
if
this.
you join the party late, you get to use 3 a week from next week to help get yourself
I don't
there.
think that's the question. I think the
All right.
question is,
What is
how
the
many
question?
trades should you have left? No. Listen, how many trades should you have left?
You want to read it?
I don't think that's what he said.
No, but what he's trying to ask is, how many should he have left at the end of the buys?
No, he said,
I don't think
how
he's
many
worried about
trades
that.
do you boys plan to use during the multi-buy?
10.
You can't.
9.
Right, now, I am
Big
willing
question.
to take,
Interesting question.
I'm willing to probably take,
2 donuts around.
I will say up to three donuts around, especially if 2 of those are like a rookie.
Yep.
So,
That was what I talked you into, Destroy.
it is. Now, there is at least the middle buy round where I've got some pretty big dogs that
Yeah.
are going to be sitting, where I'd like to keep it to 2. So, if I can have an average of, 3 donuts, with hopefully most of them being
Yep.
rookies, I will do what I have to do to get to that point. So, it'll probably mean I will use, as long as every one of them is making my team better for the long run, 5.
Right.
How many
5
do you
trades. That's about where I am. I'm not going to make one in round 11.
No.
For round 11.
Right.
Do that, and then the strategy that I want, which on a perfect day would be right, and this is part of my stupid Dane Swan trade out, is that I've got a fair bit of money in the bank
Yep.
so that I can actually upgrade for round 12 and upgrade for round 13. So,
Right.
e.g., see a Magna just before round 12 when he's got his buy,
Yep.
getting someone from round 11. For example, Matt Prittis could be great.
Yeah.
Then the week after, I get Swanee in for Horsley, who's about to have his buy. So I'm getting rid of rookies
Yeah.
for guys that are premiums.
My,
Anyway,
my next trade is going to be Magna after he's covered my round 11 buys to Scott Thompson.
Scott Thompson, nice.
Yeah.
Yep, well, that's a good one. There are a couple of
So
good...
I'm thinking about 5. I'd be comfortable with using 5.
Yeah, I think I'm about 5, which would then sit me on about 10. So
Right.
there's an answer for your question, Calvin.
That's
I'll have
what he
about-
was trying to ask.
I'll have about 10 left.
For me, my round 11 is going to be, I may be the lowest scoring player in the world. It is so bad, but
Means you make up for it the next
yeah,
week.
it does. It means you make up for it the week after. So, yeah, I'm really just going to have to put the green vest on. I'll wear it all week, I reckon, around 11, just because I know it's going to happen. So, but take it on the chin.
Yeah.
It's no point covering. The only thing I could do that I thought was maybe get rid of like a bug
Yeah.
for a Broughton, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, because but then that's
He's
12.
round 12, so you do that after round, yeah.
Yeah, so it helps me just for that first round. It makes it a little bit nicer, but then I cop it again the next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the point? So
Now, a thing
you
here
have to wear it.
that I've just thought about as well, I'm saying that thinking best case scenario stuff,
Oh,
I've got a massive issue next week if none of those guys come back.
Oh, exactly.
I cannot possibly take
No.
that on the chin.
no,
And that's where some questions have come in, like, do we trade Heath Shaw because he's probably going to be out next week?
Yeah.
That is that's an extra donut that you
So-
weren't banking on before.
yeah.
If Christensen, Swan, and Heppel all were out next week to go with my already 3, I don't know what I'll do.
Just got an update there. Sorry, an off-topic talk.
Is it an NBA OTT?
No, it is just to
Oh.
tell us about our app. It's actually currently ranked 7th in the sports category and climbing. All right.
Well, get on it, guys.
Get
If
on
you
it,
haven't done
got
it yet,
See if we can get the
no,
number one
up and
spot.
about.
How exciting is that?
I don't think I've got it.
Haven't you? No, download it now.
Okay.
Do you know how to?
You go into the APP store.
On your iPhone.
Oh,
Dennis.
Dennis could copy
Kick up your vessel. Are we just going to leave it at that if we answered enough?
I reckon we've answered plenty of questions now, gents. So, yeah, that's basically it for DT Talk Live tonight.
Hope you enjoyed the show.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we'll be back next week. And
Found it.
you found it?
It's free.
It's
Yeah,
free.
it's free.
Since
and
when
it's
do we
bloody
do
good.
shit for free?
No, we should have put $3.99.
Hey, you
on it.
better get on it because we're going to start charging.
Quick, get it. If we
All
can
right.
work out how to make a buck, we will.
All right, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching. We will talk to you
It's got no,
soon. Stay tuned to the website. Bye-bye.
it's got no range.